Hi guys, Hamster here. I got a couple products I want to share with you guys to improve and enhance your USGI aluminum AR-15 standard capacity magazine. What we have here is a standard 30 round aluminum USGI AR-15 magazine. This is an older magazine I've had for quite some time. It's being brought into rotation, so it needs some upgrades. Some time has gone by and there are some things we can do to greatly improve the reliability and function of this magazine. Still a good magazine today, it just can be made a little bit better. A couple of the shortcomings of this magazine are the baseplate design and follower. The older followers are horrible at binding and tilting and all kinds of problems. So we have a couple products here from Magpul. One is their enhanced self-leveling followers. These are outstanding product. And the other product we're going to be putting on this magazine are their USGI L plate. It's a modern two-piece base plate for the aluminum AR-15 magazines. And we're going to start here with the follower. The follower on the new Magpul follower, it's a one-piece design polymer follower. This is designed, has four-way anti-tilt. It's self-leveling. It's also self-lubricating. The polymer is made out of feels slick and almost kind of wet. It lubricates itself. No need for any kind of lubrication. These are fantastic. I have used these in magazines which I have taken out of rotation because they gave me issues. Once installed with a new follower, it ran as good as any new PMag. So outstanding follower for the USGI mags. So let's install this, and then we're going to install the new two-piece base plate. What we have here is a two-piece base plate which basically has a lock and a base plate. This base plate is made from stainless steel with a rubber overmold on it. So it is somewhat soft but not overly soft. So it will protect the magazine on drops, and it will also protect the magazine when you go prone and you're digging your magazine in the dirt. It's nice to have a good piece of rubber and stainless steel there to protect that magazine and keep it running 100%. It's made with a couple eyelets in here, so you could put some paracord loops on it or whatnot, and it will run with a two-piece design with the lock, and you just basically push this in and then slide this off like any other newer style magazine base plates. So let's go ahead and upgrade this magazine here with some new products. And first of all, we're going to remove the base plate on this old magazine. We're just going to lift up on the base plate just enough to clear the two tabs. There are two tabs right here. Here's an older style base plate, and you can see hopefully right here there are two tabs. You want to lift it up just enough to get those tabs to clear the magazine body, and then you can slide the magazine floor plate off, keeping your thumb over the spring. Remove your base plate, and then slowly work your spring out of the magazine body, and then work it out along with the follower, and then work the follower out and the spring. So this is a standard magazine which consists of just basically four parts. You have a magazine body, a floor plate, spring, and a follower. This is what makes it a magazine over a clip. If it has a spring and a follower, it's a magazine. If it does not, then it's a clip. So this is a magazine. So what we want to upgrade is the base plate and the follower, which will make this a fantastic magazine. Now these new followers will work on any of the aluminum USGI magazines, but they will only work with the spring from the USGI magazines that have either the green or the black follower. They will not work with the newer USGIs that have the tan follower. So if you have the tan follower, these will work in the body, but they will not work with the new style spring. So you're looking for these two followers, basically the old black or the old green. It will work in the new ones, but you'll have to use the older style spring. So these are the two it's meant to replace in this aluminum body. So basically we just take our magazine spring and follower here, grab the spring, and pull the spring out of the hole. There's a small hole in here in which the spring locks into. And we're going to basically take our Magpul follower, which has the same location here. We're going to put our spring on here, and we're going to take our spring and we're going to insert it in the same hole. Not a big deal, somewhere you can sit down watching TV, you can take and upgrade a few of your magazines. And there we go. Spring's in the hole, spring seated in the magazine on top of the follower properly. Now basically flip it over, and we're going to insert the follower and spring into the magazine. Working the spring past the little lips there. And then will come installation of the base plate. Pretty simple. Work your spring in, hold it down. Actually, we'll bring it up a little bit. And this is where the two-piece base plate is pretty slick. This sits on top of the spring right there and kind of captures the spring. Now you can push this piece down inside to the magazine body. And this should just go right down inside the magazine. Of course, when I'm on camera, it doesn't want to go. Oh, yeah. Try again here. Put this back on top of the spring. Yeah, it helps them hold the magazine the right way. This notch goes over here on this side, so push it down until it's just below the magazine. Take your new base plate, which has a notch here. So have that notch going to the same size of the notch. Place it about halfway in between, and you can see here we have the notch. The little tab on the body is going to slide onto the stainless steel piece here, and the stainless steel here is going to slide underneath the little ear right there. Slide this over, and it should just work right in there until you hear the click. That part pops up and engages that. That can no longer move back and forth. To remove this, basically simply push down here, push that down, and that will allow you to slide that back off if you need to. But just push that down, and you've basically unlocked, and you can remove the base plate. But this gives you a stainless steel base plate with a heavy-duty rubber overmold, two-piece design. So it's very easy to take apart if you need to and replace the spring. And now we have a new anti-tilt follower. This is anti-tilt in 4 different ways and self-lubricating. It also will not absorb moisture. Very strong, and you can see here I cannot get this one to tilt. No matter what I do, this one will not tilt. These feed excellent. So now I've taken a magazine that's extremely old, but the body's in fantastic condition. This one's been sitting unused. But now we've updated with a modern follower and a modern base plate. So now if you're going prone and this is in the dirt, or when your magazine drops free, hits the ground, I'm not worried about damaging this aluminum body because I have the stainless steel with the rubber overmold right here. So that just made this magazine just as effective as any new PMag in my opinion, for what I've seen. But that's the self-leveling enhanced followers for the USGI mags, and that's their USGI L plate. Also a great product. These come 3 to a pack, range around $8 retail. These are a little more expensive. These are 3 to a pack, and they're around $20. But if you've had these magazines for years, you've had some issues, you pulled them out of rotation, you want to try to get them up and running again, this is a fantastic way to put new life into a magazine and bring it back to life for a lot less money. And with the availability of magazines right now, if you're able to get these and bring some magazines back to life, or if you're able to find some older aluminum magazines, the addition of these 2 parts will give you a high quality magazine. I've had no issues with these not locking the bolt back on the last shot. I've had no issues with the feeding on these. On the aluminum magazines, I still only load them to 28 to improve reliability. So I still only load to 28 to make sure it's reliable. But with the 28 loading and the new follower, just an outstanding magazine again. This will give me many years of reliable service now. So if you got some old USGIs, take a look at the Magpul enhanced followers and in their new 2-piece base plate, and I think you'd be quite happy. Thanks for watching.